Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. Sorry. We are just going to do an end of the year reading. This is going to be for the sign of Libra. So keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. Okay, Libra, so we're just going to kind of see what messages your guides want to give you as we close out this year. Anything they want you to be aware of for the new year, anything that's coming towards you. I am kind of getting this message, just kind of like take a moment to reflect back at things that you once thought were difficult that now seem to be very easy. Like don't be scared to start something new or approach an uncomfortable, like once everything you're doing now, at some point you were uncertain about, you thought it was difficult, you were apprehensive about it, and most of what you're able to do now, you're doing it with ease, right? So like, don't be scared to start something new or approach something in a new way, even if you don't have all of your bearings in order, even if you're going to be awkward at it. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay, let's just see what messages your guides, or what other messages your guides want to give to you. What other messages, or what messages are wanting to come through for you? I just keep hearing there's a lot of beauty in starting over. There's a lot of blessings in starting over. There's a lot of beauty in awkwardness. So you're getting the principle of mentalism card. And so what that states is the principle of mentalism is everything, every single thing in the universe, every single experience, every single event, everything was once initially a thought. Everything is created by thought. In order for anything to manifest into reality, there has to be a thought about it. There has to be an idea. Everything that you are experiencing in some aspect, you are experiencing because the thought of it in some way, shape, or form sparked within your mind. And so if you want to create something new, if you want to create a better experience or a better opportunity or even a better feeling, it starts within your mind first. Everything starts with a thought. So if you are apprehensive about starting something new, if you are starting something new, if you're wanting to start something new, or even if you're just wanting to bring new energy in, and you don't know where to begin, start with your mind. Start creating it in your mind. Start telling the story of what you want in your mental space. The more you repeat it, the more you're connecting to that energy, and the more you connect to that energy, the more you bring it into being. So give yourself time. Like if you're feeling apprehensive about anything, start by almost like bringing new thoughts into being, bringing new things into being by what you are choosing to think about and what you're choosing to focus on. Yeah, I kind of feel like there's something that you're just uncertain about. There's something that you are on the fence about. There's something that you can't quite make a path towards it or put your finger on it. There's something that you're struggling with moving forward with. And I feel like it's just one of those things, like you're not getting all of the clarity that you need. Or it's one of those things that it could go either way, or moving towards this means the possibility of something bad happening as a result or something like that. And so instead of kind of going down this uncertain path, you're choosing to kind of do what is what you know. Instead of kind of forging down this new path, you might be sticking with what is comfortable or sticking with what you know. But I feel like what this is, like this is there for a reason. This is showing up in your experience for a reason. This has caught your attention for a reason, and you're meant to connect further with whatever this uncertain experience is. It might even be something that you're unsure of, like you see something that you're wanting, but you're unsure of how to get from point A to point B. But the path to get there, it's almost like it's a dark path, and so you're meant to kind of create it as you go, if that makes sense. You're meant to kind of like, it's kind of like this energy, like you're sitting on this deserted island, but you can see another island in front of you that has people, that has this beautiful experience, but you're sitting on this island and you're like, I don't know how to get from here to there. I don't have any means of getting from here to there. So instead, I'll just make myself comfortable where I'm at. And so you've made this whole life for yourself on this island. You've been able to build yourself a house. You've been able to do all these things to make you happy, but you still keep looking over to that other island and you still want that. And you're telling yourself, okay, but I'm here and I've been able to sustain myself here and I have nothing to complain about here. So, whatever. But it's like all of that effort that you've gone into making yourself comfortable, you probably could have used some of those tools that you built the house to make the boat to go across. You know what I mean? Like it's giving that kind of it's giving that kind of vibe. It's giving that kind of energy. It's like there's something that is in your scope. There's something that keeps getting your attention, but you can't figure out if it's good or bad. You can't figure out if it's meant for you or if it's not meant for you. Or going down this path means that it is going to be a change. And so it is going to create difficulty. And there is this element of uncertainty, but it's catching your attention for a reason. So instead of using your energy to make yourself feel comfortable in where you are, try to use some of that energy to explore a new path, even though there's a lot of vulnerability, there's a lot of uncertainty in it, there's a lot of unknown. But the unknown is exactly where those thoughts can create the experience that you are hoping for. If you think the unknown is scary, it's going to be scary, and you're going to continue to see evidence of that. If you see the unknown as a blessing, as being filled with raw potential, then you get presented with opportunities. You're showing up as the Three of Swords. So I feel like you're dealing with you're dealing with some sort of pain, or you're dealing with some sort of loss, or you're just like not feeling emotionally fulfilled. It kind of makes me feel like there's something in your life right now that is painful, but you've accepted this. But not necessarily in a good way. It's like you've accepted some sort of pain as being part of your current reality. What's crossing you is Queen of Wands, your ability to create. You're feeling like a level of emotional loss or emotional heartache, and because you're feeling this, you're not seeing your own ability to create the experience you want out of this. You're limiting your creativity altogether. Your ability to kind of find a solution in the problem. You're also kind of limiting your own desire. It's like you're accepting something painful almost like because you're telling yourself that your desires aren't important, or that your desires just aren't meant to be fulfilled. Knight of Swords, what this is rooted in is your mind, is where your mind is directing you, the direction that your mind is taking you, where your mind is moving you to. You have a really powerful mind, and you have a lot of power, and you have a lot of determination, but because the focus right now is going to what is painful or what you are losing, it's like you have a one-tracked mind, but it's looking in the wrong direction. Like it's a matter of shifting your perspective towards what your desire is, but your mind might be like, it might even be that you're accepting a loss for something that you can have, but it's just a matter of shifting your mental space, or even like kind of quieting that logical mind a little bit so you can tap into that creative space. Yeah, Star card, Aces. Yeah, you're seeing something that you want, and this is showing up in your past. And so there's something in your scope that you want, and you desire. There's this dream that you have, but you're accepting defeat. You're accepting loss. Ace of Swords is it's just a matter of clearing your mental space, cleaning up your mental space, being aware even of what's going on within your mental space. Because in front of you is Two of Wands. It's your choice. But it's like the choice that is going to give you the most benefit is choosing the path that has the most unknown elements, that seems maybe even the most uncomfortable. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is exactly. It's like your mind right now is what is keeping you trapped. That is the only thing that is keeping you trapped, is your mind is creating a lot of limitations around you. You're so surrounded by thoughts and ideas that it's disconnecting you from your heart center space, from your soul, from your passion, from your creativity. Nine of Swords, yeah. Like 100%, your guides are saying uh, it's all in your head. It all has to do with your mental space. And that's not to make you, you're doing something wrong. It's not anything like that. It's just a matter of shifting your perspective. Maybe not necessarily shifting your perspective, but being mindful of where your mind is taking you. External influence is 5 of Wands. So there's like a lot of conflict. There's a lot of competitive energy. There's just this energy of change overall. What you want is in disagreement with other people around you, but the conflict, it's like the conflict is almost necessary in order to kind of light this spark, maybe even to get you angry enough to amplify a desire for change. Give me one more on what this 5 of Wands is. What is the conflict? Chariot. It's like what the path for you to get what you want is conflicting with somebody else's path, or the path to get what you want requires a change that is going to create a lot of conflict that is not going to be comfortable. And you might even be seeing you might even be perceiving the conflict as a lot of blockages or red tape, but the conflict is simply to kind of like, again, help you tap into your creativity. The outcome is Hermit card and Ace of Pentacles. The outcome is it's up to you. It's within you to see the potential, to see the value in starting something new, to see the value in a new beginning, to see the value in a fresh start, to set intentions for something new, to set intentions for something that resonates value within you. 6 of Pentacles, yeah. It's like it's within your grasp to manifest. It's just a matter of rebalancing your own energy, rebalancing the energy that you're dealing with around you, being willing to kind of be uncomfortable in order to kind of venture out into a new beginning or going about something in a new way. And trusting that in order to see balance and peace outside of you, all you have to do is continue to is to get that balance within you and work on maintaining the balance and harmony within you. And that will be what is reflected outside of you. Your guidance is the Judgment card. Your guidance is like, instead of accepting a loss, remind yourself that this is your decision. Look at yourself. Look at what path do you want to take? Do you want to continue going through the same cycle, or are you willing to kind of break through that wall in order to get to something better? What you're not seeing is the World card. This is all connected. This is meant for you. You are meant to be successful. You are meant to have this wish fulfillment. But it's about changing your perspective, or changing the quality of your mind. 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands. You're holding on to a lot of past stuff, a lot of past beliefs that are giving you kind of like creating this belief in you that you are meant to suffer. You might even be holding on to some sort of guilt from the past that's making you feel like you're meant to suffer, but it's like this perception or belief that you're holding on to is what is kind of creating this heaviness and what is creating this suffering. What you really need is to be able to tap into your creativity. And you can't tap into your creativity if your mind is hyper logical, hyper practical, right? Your mind is not going to let you tap into that creativity. So shift what you're doing with your mind. All right. Have a good rest of the year.